And we're back. What's up? What's up? What's up? It is your favorite breast cancer survivor, and we're back with a quick live. Um, we had some technical difficulties over there. Lenali, shout out to you for being um, first comment in the chat. Um, can you put a one in the chat if you can hear me, Ali? Can you put a one in the chat if you can hear me? It's just that just trying out different things and trying to see if they work all right. What's up, Ali? Ali, we got Lynn Ali in the building. We got Ali in the building. Of course, Vanessa C should be coming shortly. Becca Cry. I hope she found the new stream. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep. I think this is just I mean, I guess it's tonight has basically, I guess, made its decision for me. So thank you so much, Ali, for saying that you can hear me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So of course, for the sake of the video, I have to go over what we just went over when we started the other live, and hopefully when we get to the video portion, we will be able to hear. And if that works fine, then we are definitely fine. So let me go ahead. We got that running through there. So that's that. I'm going to change this for now, and then I'm going to see if it's going to pop up the way that it did. But can you guys still hear me? I just made a slight change. I just want to make sure that you guys can still hear me, because I should be playing everything through here. But I just want to make sure before I start with the little intro to what the video is going to be tonight, play a little disclaimer that you guys can still hear, because I just made a change. Can you still hear? So here's go. Be over here. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Lena Lee. Thank you kindly. So this story was sent to me by one of my supporters. She's normally here. She probably will pop in. And I about 3 weeks ago, and I looked at the story and started going over something good. Started going over something else. Until I will cover this story. It is an interesting story. It's a very current story. So the story started as a parent's worst nightmare and became something far more sinister. So Lori Paige, a beautiful, innocent child, vanished without a trace. For weeks, the world prayed for her safe return until investigators made a discovery so horrifying that it shattered everyone's trust. So, y'all, I'm doing something. I'm trying to see, did y'all hear the rim shot? I don't know, y'all. I'm just trying stuff. So, her own father has been charged with her red rum. He's the person that reported her missing. He's also now the person arrested for her unaliving. So how could someone who was supposed to protect her become the prime suspect? What chilling evidence led police to this conclusion? And most importantly, will justice be served? For Always, so there she is. Let me bring her up. For Always actually sent me this story, and I looked at it the day you sent it to me. For Always, I looked at it and was just like, hold on. And so I've been meaning to get to it. I was in the bed, right? I was going to bed. Your girl was going to bed, a little tired, but I couldn't go to sleep. So I figured, let me get up here and do a live. And I'll get back in the bed, and I probably will be able to sleep then. So I don't plan to be here long. Shout out to For Always for sending me the story. Ellie, did you hear about Tory Lanez though? Oh, Ellie. He wanted out, but not the way he's out. Prayers to him, regardless of whether or not people think he's the a-hole or not. I'm gonna, send prayers go. My prayers go up to Tory Lanez's family at this point. And you know what? That's just bigger survivor speaks because I don't like the little cat. But I'm not going to say anything bad about him right now because he's in a bad way. But my prayers go up to his family, and hopefully he pulls through. And that's why people that rap and are not used to being gangsters should not play these games. Or to put yourself in a position to be in that place, to have something so horrendous happen to you. Allie, do that one. What you sent the last one, do that one. I'll get to it. It's a little slow because I'm, back and forth trying to make it like an easy transition between, taking care of my mother, being home, having a whole home, so it's like taking care of 2 homes. But I love it. She's getting stronger every day, feistier every day. And some days I'm going to say she deserves to have her hand tapped. You know how you tap your body? Deserve to have your hand tapped. That's been her lately. And I love it. And so, like I said, prayers go up to his family. So I'm going to hopefully share the screen again. Let's see if we can hear this. So if we can't, then it's just not, you guys may be able to hear, but I should be able to hear it now as well. I thought we did some troubleshooting. We figured out what was going on, but for the other system, So let's see what we got here. Let me just fix this before I bring it over because I don't want to start. So what we're looking at for always is we're looking at this was April 11th of 2025. So this was the incident briefing after they arrested the father for her unaliving. They have found her remains. It's a triggering story for, anybody that is here. But, the trigger warning is in the chat. Shout out to the Tallahasee Police Department. This is the video that I'm going to be showing you. Is actually from their page. It is from them directly. So shout out to the Tallahasee Police Department for this video. All right, and so let me bring it over. Let me make sure we're on regular. Yeah. But it's still playing with me. You don't want to do that. I don't need it that big. I need to see other things. All right, whatever. All right, let me minimize it and just bring it over. So yeah, let's see if we can hear it. This is gonna be the test. Let me turn this down a little bit right here. My music. There's some troubleshooting with Marvin Music Inc. I'm telling y'all, we had this thing going. And today it's acting like y'all did not do no troubleshooting and the true troubleshooting didn't work. Yes, I'm going to have to catch him when I'm able to catch him again to help me with this. If not, who knows? So this is from 11/12. It's the incident briefing. Like I said, let's see if this works now. Yeah, thank you. So it's the incident briefing from the Tallahassee Police Department. And so it is, for always, it is heartbreaking. Everybody that's here, please give the video a thumbs up. It helps to get the video out in the algorithm. And now I am sharing to Twitter and to YouTube. So I didn't even get a chance to update them over there. Liking the video is a free way to support the show. You can also support the show by donating to any of the things running across the screen. It is totally not mandatory, but it's helpful. I've been making a lot of changes to the studio. I've upgraded the, mic or whatever, what have you. So all donations are appreciated. So let's just get right into it and see if we can hear this video. It's about 8 minutes long. And they kind of tell the full story. Hopefully, y'all send up a prayer because last time I think God's ears was. He was like, maybe this is not the system. I want you to go back to the old one. All right, so okay. Let's see. Nope, I still can't hear, but you guys
First
can
and
hear,
foremost, thank you for being here. Today is not a happy day.
Can you
Today
guys
is
hear it? Let me know if you can hear it.
sad
As
day
long
in
as
the
you can
sense
hear it,
that
it is fine.
we did recover the
But I
remains
can't hear
of
it.
missing 12-year-old Lori Paige.
Can you guys hear the video?
I told you 2 years ago we would never give up. I told you 2 years ago we would find Lori and we would bring her home. I told you 2 years ago that we would find who did this and we would arrest them and bring them to justice. And today I stand before you to tell you we have done just that. So we have recovered Lori's remains and we have arrested the person responsible for this crime. So today with me is this group of amazing people that have been working with us nonstop on this investigation. It could not have come to the conclusion that it came to without this type of collaboration. So I'm going to take just a minute to thank each of them. State Attorney Jack Campbell couldn't be here with us today, but certainly they have played and will continue to play an incredibly valuable role in it. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement, again, just an essential partner. Assistant Commissioner Pollard, thank you, sir, for everything that you guys do. Zach Wilmer and ASAC Willis, thank you guys. Again, just amazing. Jennifer Camp is the lab supervisor who, again, the evidence that we found, they turned it around in 4 days. And again, that just doesn't typically happen, but that's the kind of collaboration that everybody put into this case. Nobody gave up on this case. And thank you. And that's what we're here to say. Pastor Ferguson has been, with us from the beginning, cheering this on, keeping it in the community, keeping it out there. We have Michelle McLaughlin and Kairos. Who actually were the team that found the remains after multiple. We did several searches over several different locations, and again, just a magnificent team in that. Thomas County Sheriff Tim Watkins was instrumental in our ability to go into Georgia to do the things that we were able to do up there. The support of his agency for our agency while we were up there was just incredible. So thank you, sir, for that. That was amazing. And I can't leave out TPD's lead investigator, Jerry Magna. So just a tremendous job. So with that being said, I'm going to read a statement, and you guys will get a copy of that. So after a comprehensive and exhaustive 22-month investigation into the disappearance of 12-year-old Lori Paige, the Tallahasee Police Department has arrested her father, 36-year-old Andrew Wiley, on the charges of second-degree murder. Since Lori's disappearance in June of 2023, detectives have pursued hundreds of leads, conducted interviews across multiple states, examined digital evidence, and searched extensively across North Florida and South Georgia. The case evolved significantly over time, with key developments ultimately leading to Wiley's arrest. The following provides an overview of the timeline of events that we followed. June 3rd, 2023. Lori Paige is reporting missing by her father, Andrew Wiley, and at that time, he claimed she left home with her backpack sometime in the night while he was at work. Summer of 2023 to early 2024, detectives pursued hundreds of leads across state lines. Lori is never located, and the story provided by Wiley begins to show inconsistencies. February 2nd, 2024, a phone is seized from Wiley's residence. A forensic analysis uncovers questionable internet searches, including queries about remote areas with bodies of water in Alabama and Georgia. March 20. About his relationship with Lori emerges, detectives shift their focus more heavily towards Wiley. Early 2024, based on digital evidence, detectives begin searching a remote, brush-covered area of Thomas County, Georgia, known locally as a plantation. Multiple searches are conducted but yield no results. April 5th, 2025, following a prescribed burn that cleared heavy brush in the area, detectives returned to the plantation for another search. This time, they located human remains. The remains are processed by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, again, like I said, in 4 days, and positively identified as those of Lori Paige. This case has deeply impacted our community for nearly 2 years. Lori deserves a safe home and a full life. While today's arrest will never bring her back, it does bring us one step closer to justice. This arrest is a testament to TPD's unwavering commitment to solving violent crimes and bringing justice to victims and their loved ones. Anyone with any further information in this case is urged to contact TPD at 850-891-4200. To remain anonymous, you can call Crime Solvers at 850-574-TIPS. Again, we extend our sincere gratitude to the many officers, community members, and partner agencies who supported this case. Your efforts helped ensure that Lori Paige's story will never be forgotten. Lastly, just let me touch on some of the other agencies that were also involved. The Tallahasee Fire Department, the Leon County Sheriff's Office, Leon County Schools Safety and Security Office, excuse me, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, the Nashville, Tennessee Police Department, Tampa Police Department, Pasco County Sheriff's Office, Clay County Sheriff's Office, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, Merrily Plantation in Georgia, and TriStar Canine Search and Recovery. Again, just some of the few. North Florida Search Team is who you guys are with, so I should mention them specifically as well. Again, I cannot thank you all enough for the collaboration on this case and bringing this to a closure. At this time, we are not going to take questions. I will tell you that we will be available as the investigation continues. We will make ourselves available in the coming days to address some of those things, but at this time, we will not take questions. So thank you very much for being here.
Okay, so they didn't take any questions. Shout out to them for staying vigilant and, finding her remains. Shout out to the Tallahassee Police Department for that. All this time I think I'm no way but maybe wrong. Okay, so I had to turn that off. Okay, so shout out to them for staying vigilant. And even though in these cases we have been seeing the parents that have been reporting these children missing turning out to be the culprits of why the children are missing. It's really, really sad. It's a really, really wicked, crazy world that we live in today. For him to take resources away from, other things that resources could be used for, it is definitely a sad day and a sad occasion. For that, just give me a moment because I just want to see if I still have this. If I put it in here or it should not have been already. Actually, it's not here. Wow. Um, so it's a sad day when you take away from resources and you have to. And I do uh, uh, need to say that that video was used under the Fair Use Act um, of 1976. So it is a sad day when they have to use resources to go look for a child that you are telling them is missing, and you already know that you unalived the child. It's really, really, um, it's sad, but that's the world that we live in today. Hopefully, he is prosecuted to the highest extent that the law allows. Like I said, I did see where his family members were saying he didn't do this, you know, all of this stuff, so that's for the courts and the jury and the police officers to, well, the courts and the police officers to put on their evidence, and for them and the jury to decide whether or not he did or did not do what they're saying that he did. Either way it goes. Yeah. So either way it goes, I'm sorry, I was looking at some message I just received. Yeah, the Tory lanes. I'll talk about that briefly. Um, I really, don't care for Tory lanes, but I don't care to see anyone get hurt either. And so, as we all know, there is reports out that he was um, stabbed in while he's incarcerated 14 times. Let me see. Let me just go ahead and see. Ali sent me a message. I did see that. Wasn't really going to shoot, but I'll talk about it. 7 times to his back, 4 times to his chest, twice to the back of his head, and once to his face. Both of his lungs are have collapsed. He was on a breathing machine, but is now breathing on his own. And I don't agree with. I was never a Tory fan. Has nothing to do with Meg. But I don't believe in anyone, touching anyone, trying to take someone's life. And I shouldn't even use that in the same sentence, Meg and Tory in the same sentence, because people will take it and try to play on it. And that's not what it is. So it's a sad day when this has to happen. He has family. He does have a son, I do now, for their sake, when this has to happen. Behind the wall, who knows who did what? So I'm not going to be saying too much about that. But my prayers go out to his family, his children, and to him also that he makes a full recovery. Both lungs collapse is um it's that's rough. And if he bounces back from that, um unfortunately, he still has to go back and do his time. And then when it's time for him to be released, he is going to be released to. Um, he's going to be deported. As you know, he is from Canada, and they already said that they want him gone. So, but that does not. Yeah, it's a sad thing. I pray that he's okay. I was looking for something on here. I'll just have to start next time with that. But if you are, I will talk about it. Here, if you are a candle lover, you can go over to www.inmanessentials.com and place your orders. If you're a first time user, it will tell you can type in the code. Is it 10 Inman? That's why I was looking for the thing, and you will get 10% off of your first order. I can't believe I had a commercial. It's a sponsor of the channel. And they're back. So that's what I wanted to show you, but I didn't have it ready. Like I said, I was not looking to go online. I had it here and I removed it for whatever reason. But anywho, let me go back on the stage here. I should be here. There we go. Hi y'all. So yeah. So anyway, so Tori was you can't trust anyone. Yep, justice for Lori Paige. Exactly. 12 years old. Her teachers have responded to this tragedy. I didn't pull up all of the videos. Like I said, this was nothing that was supposed to be scheduled, and this is how my life has been going lately. But like I said, always sent me that story about 3 weeks ago, and I looked at it as soon as she sent it to me, and I just was like, wow, here we go again. I'm hoping that the story gets picked up by more content creators. See that? I'm not saying, oh, let me do it. Let me just keep this story to myself because you never know, when it picks up, what time it's going to be. I do have some stories that I'm going to be heavily, running, but it's still after the summer. We do have the hearing coming up for Naziah Harrison, the end of June, the final hearing. The trial starts October 6th. And at the same time, Justice for Jay Lee, they're getting a retrial for that. So for Jay Lee, so hopefully, if it doesn't start around that time or, I'll keep a lookout, watch out for the story for always. I know that you are going to be looking forward. You're the one. It is. It's happening too often now. I know that you're, like I said, brought it to my attention and I did look at it. So I definitely would like to stay on top of that. Hold on, let me move this because it's making a lot of noise hanging down there. So I do know that for always that you will probably be looking at that story because it sounds like it's crackling. I don't like that. Okay. So I know that you'll be taking a look at that story. Also, I probably need to adjust my settings. That's why I'm getting that feedback. Oh, there it is, right there. So, from what I'm probably the only one that hears it. You probably don't hear it. So I know that for always, you are probably going to be following this story very closely, and I'm sure that for always will let me know if she sees something before I see it in regards to that story. I do hope that more people start paying attention to it and give it the attention that it needs. Our voices need to be louder. If this is something that her father did to her, our voices need to be louder than the voices that want to protect him and not want to believe that he did not do such a thing. That's not how it works because we don't want to believe that this happened, but the police was working with him. So for the police to turn around and like, wait, now hold on a minute. That's what it is. And our voices need to be heard. Like I said, bigger than the people that are having a hard time dealing with the simple fact that he unalived his child. All right? And so that's what we do. We are really, really about justice. This channel is really, really about justice. I veer off every now and again. It's really, really about true crime. I'm a true crime junkie. So I veer off every now and then. This is my business. It's my channel. I'll do what I want to do. But for the most part, this is what we do over here. And I pray that he gets all that he deserves. God sees all and knows all. Those that believe, you believe. Those that don't. Shout out to our little baby, we're calling her baby Allie for now. She's doing phenomenal. she's, been outside getting her a little sunshine. And that's as far as I go. If her mother wants to go any farther, she can. But I'm glad to, and I was happy, even though I disconnected, to know I had the thought in my head, Allie, that at least for Mother's Day, she was able to cause you some trouble, hopefully. And we can't wait till, or I can't wait till Allie sends me a message and say that she's finally home. She's home. She's home. And so, when people tell us no, God has the last say. And shout out to all of you who send out prayers for Allie's baby and not wanting to know why. And those of you that you shared the story with what's going on with her child, and that was what she did. But I just know that we don't have to give God a specific reason when we send up a prayer. He hears all and he knows all. And even though sometimes he may take the scenic route may be to teach you a lesson. I don't know if that went over anybody's head. Sometimes God takes the scenic route. Because you have a timing in your head. He did it with me. And that's why I can say that. He takes the scenic route. You think you're getting a quick fix. He's taking the scenic route. I need you to learn something here. And it's never about what man says. It's what God says, Allie, and I do believe that you can say amen to that part of what I just said. It's not what men says. It's what God says. Ultimately, that will be the end of your situation. Because Allie has a story to tell about her daughter. And if she wants to talk about it one day, she has my platform to come and talk about it. That's totally up to her. Right. So we're going to continue to pray for baby Allie, for strength, and that she gets stronger every day. And that she can move forward and get back to the normal things that she's used to doing. So I just wanted to take a minute out of that. That was actually for always saying, let's pray for strength for Allie. Yes. We just want her to get back to her normal routine of doing what's normal to her, what she likes to do. And though we may not see, and I speak to Allie from time to time off of here. Allie has been a trooper through all of this, because it would have really been hard for me to endure what she just endured with her child. So, like I said, if she wants to come up one day and tell you, she can. If she doesn't want to, keep sending those prayers out for her, then that's what we'll do. Yep, she does. She's very grateful. And even for the people that's not here, Child Diggy, she really shouted you out to me, but we feel the same way about Child. Child's always in the background somewhere, lending help, even though she's life's life for her. So, shout out to Child. So that's it, people. I just wanted to come and share this story briefly. We'll always thank you so much, and to let you know that I did actually go and check it out, and I did not forget. And when they come up with something and they go a little deeper and start the case, I'll try to stay up on it, and hopefully it's just not coinciding with anything else, or I'll just have to go live 2 or 3 times a day like everybody else does. So, if I have the time, I don't know about that though. So, shout out to all of y'all. Y'all know I always end the show the same way by telling you that men get breast cancer too. Because of the stigma surrounding the word breast, we have changed the word to peck and or chest cancer over here. So let's continue to break that stigma and continue to bring awareness honest that men get breast cancer too. I had somebody on another live the other day, like, what? I went on somebody's panel because they was, explaining triple negative breast cancer. They thought I had it 3 times. No. Triple negative breast cancer is actually a form of cancer. I didn't have it 3 times. But so just to explain, I don't like to jump on panels, but all the time. But when someone is like saying something, and they don't mean it. When they are saying something, that was the culprit. When they're saying something, and they don't know because they didn't have cancer, but I just like to correct, try to correct it, and it's no harm, no harm or anything from them. They were just trying to actually bring awareness. So I'll jump up and say, no, that's not what it is, and tell them what it is. And to my ladies, you guys make sure that you are getting your mammograms and filling on your boobies to make sure that you are all right. And don't you dare let anyone come into your house and disturb the peace that passes all understanding. Let me do a subscriber check because we were on the road to 4K. And we're up to 3905. I think that we're doing absolutely well. And we'll be at 4K. I think I received that. I see that for us. I mean, even though people come, people rewatch. They are on other channels. I don't care if it's a 3, 4, 5 here, 20, 200. That is the way YouTube rolls. So nobody should be upset because you don't have 500 and 400 people sitting in your chat at a time. I don't look into that stuff. People review my stuff on the replay, and a lot of subscribers that I have, I share with not just people from the true crime sector. I share with people from the black tea sector, some other sector. So I don't get upset about that. People watch me replay. But we're up to 3905. So shout out to us. We're on the road to 4K. Either way you look at it, either way it goes. If it comes in drips and drafts, that's what it does. I may have a video that may take off and do something like my Naziah Harris videos were crazy. And that's just that. All right. And we're going to get out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Survivor Speaks is going to bed. I'm going to get under the bed because, I got to be back over there with my head on straight tomorrow because sometimes my mama be hitting me with some stuff and I'll be like, what the shit? Gotta love her though. Gotta love her. Love her. And so, anywho, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for coming. Peace.
Tallahasee Speaks is the name at the end of the day. People love me or hate me, I don't care either way. Breast cancer busted through like a leaf in the night. The cancer's ass was knocked out before the end of the fight. A check for y'all, coming through, knocking everything out. This is hard if you see, I do nothing for clout. Just like cancer, I'll let nothing take me out. So be respectful when you step foot inside of my house. Over here to have your ass escorted on out. So hop up out the bushes, wipe your feet, take a seat, and get comfortable and chill with your girl. Survivor Speaks, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Who, what? I'm Survivor Speak. What time is it? What time is it? It's time for you to hit that like and subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you get a notification each and every time that I go live. Yeah.